Yeah, so walking into this game against Nebraska, we knew in order for us to come out on top, we would have to be on our P's and Q's. We would have to play a great brand of football, and I feel like we did that. And of course, there's always room for us to grow, but as far as us playing as a team, we all executed our assignments, and that's what got us the win today, ultimately.
Yeah, so Dominique, I mean, you were out there and you had a stellar day, recording 211 rushing yards with 3 touchdowns on top. I mean, man, how do you do it?
Yeah, my bad. I seen you was texting me, but I was doing my post-game interview. But you all right?
No, I am far from all right, bae. When did you come here home? I think I might have ate something bad. I've been throwing up back to back to back. But really, I wanted to see if you could stop by the store and give me some medicine on your way home.
As y'all just seen, man, after that win against Nebraska, during my post-game interview, my girl Azaria was blowing my line up. She told me she hadn't been feeling well and she was throwing up all day. Now look, man, imagine y'all's girlfriend telling y'all that. Yeah, my stomach dropped down to my ankles, and a few days later, we thought it'd be smart to go get a pregnancy test, and as y'all can see from the results, it says she was 1 or 2 weeks pregnant. Look, man, my life here lately has been crazy. Cause as y'all know from my last episode, my grandpa just passed away. And now I'm getting news that I'm bringing a new life into the world. I just couldn't believe it, y'all boys. I had every emotion you can think of running through me at this time. But instead of us relying on that one pregnancy test, we decided to go get a professional opinion. And honestly, we could have just saved ourselves the trip cause she told us the exact same thing. But at this point, it was official. Your boy was gonna be a dad soon. Now, don't get me wrong, while I was excited to be a dad, Azaria could not wait to be a mom. Man, she had us going back and forth from Target to Walmart dang near every day, buying baby stuff like the baby close to being here. And I sure enough wasn't gonna rain on her parade. And with all that time we would spend at the stores, I would just be thinking, like, dang, my life has been a roller coaster here lately, but now I got a kid on the way and a lot of things gonna have to change. I got way more responsibilities than I ever had before. And in order for me to provide for my family like I'm supposed to, I'm gonna have to step things up a notch. And from that point on, I changed my mindset from being just a good running back to being an NFL ready running back. Yeah, man, I'm trying to be at the point where I could leave as a sophomore in college right now and still be a game changer in the league. So I went ahead and found me a personal trainer to get me to that point. He's pretty well known around the city. He works with a lot of college athletes and a lot of pro athletes also. Normally his main focus is strength and conditioning, but for me, he designed a special workout to hit all aspects of my game, such as my speed, mobility, elusiveness, so on and so forth. Now keep in mind, I'm still in season, which means I'm still working out with my team too. So with the amount of work I'm putting in, I should be steps ahead of all my competition. Now, this is my first time having a personal trainer, so some of the things he had me doing felt a little unorthodox. Like, for example, he had me spend a fair amount of time in the pool. Apparently, this helps with my flexibility, coordination, and overall, it's just a full body workout. Outside of that, since the moment I hit the college football scene, I've been getting brand deals left and right. As y'all could guess, that hasn't slowed down one bit. I mean, to be honest, I'm making more money now than I ever have. Now, at first, I had the flexibility to blow through some racks when I felt like it. But now, knowing that I got a baby on the way, it ain't gonna be no more of that. Nah, now I gotta keep track of where it's all going and how much I'm spending and, you know, all that. So I went ahead and hired myself a financial advisor too, so that way, as the money keeps growing, it can all be kept track of. So now that I got everything set in place for my future family, it's time for me to go out here and prove myself to these pro scouts that I'm an NFL ready running back. 7th game of the season, man. We here taking on the number 16th ranked team in the nation, the Michigan Wolverines. First handoff of the game does not go as planned as I actually lose the yard. 2nd and 11, getting that pass game going early. I'm coming out the backfield, receiving the complete dot for a big game. Getting out the flat again on the 2nd and 8. I'm coming back to the ball. QB goes my way again. I get past a few defenders, taking this one up past the 40.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing
handoff straight up the seam for my 2nd handoff of the game. I'm taking off for a gain of 10. A few plays later, look how good the blocking is up front, man. Getting through that lane easy. Slipping a tackle before being brought down for a gain of 16. Getting involved in that passing game once again. This time I'm wide open for an easy touchdown.
Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering...
Michigan does not score, and at a 4th and 3, the coach gonna put the ball in my hands. Y'all see I'm coming up big with that first down conversion. Very first play of the 2nd quarter, man. I'm slicing and dicing through that defense, juking defenders out their shoes and slipping through tackles, picking up a big gain of 20, man. Let's get it. Before you know it, we facing the 3rd and 12. A simple slant would give me enough room to get that first down and more. Very next play, I'm taking the inside handoff and hitting the outside, finding that open space and slipping through tackles, getting into that end zone for my 2nd time this game, my first rushing touchdown.
He shed tackles like a snake, getting rid of his skin.
Michigan still don't score, making it 14-zip. And yes, I called for the rock, but I wouldn't have never guessed that he was going to lob it in the air, causing it to get intercepted. And it was a pick six, man. A pass to Decorian Moore would give us another touchdown, making it 21-7. Late in the first half, I'm still picking up big yards on the ground. But we moving down that field trying to score before halftime with 30 seconds left. I start to get loose, picking up a gain of 10. After a lot of 3 and outs, it's now the fourth quarter and the score is 24-10. The 2nd and 6, my number is called and I deliver it once again. Bending that corner around the defense, finding that open space, and I'm taking off, slipping one tackle, and I get to the end zone once again for my 3rd touchdown of the day. And I still wasn't done, man. Late in the game, the score is 31-10. Able to find that end zone again for my 4th of the game. Still finding the rhythm. Late in the game, the score is 38-10. I'm not done, though. Breaking tackles like I do best, taking off for another big gain, getting outside the 20. Lined up on the outside, complete busting coverage. I'm wide open, left alone for another easy touchdown.
They score yet another touchdown.
So yeah, we completely dismantled Michigan with the final score being 45-10. Y'all already know I put on a show, finishing this game with 211 rushing yards with 5 touchdowns off 24 attempts.
Winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals.
Game 9 on the season, we are still at the crib taking on Washington. We get stalled our first drive, but Washington doesn't score either. Taking my first handoff of this game, and I pick up a gain of 7. Very next play, at a 2nd and 3, that B gap is wide open, and I'm able to grab an easy, quick 10 yards.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34.
We end up settling for a field goal, and I bet you I didn't know I played quarterback too, man. Taking a direct snap, and off the rip, man, I find a whole lot of green grass. I got 2 to beat. I get past 1, but the other one bring me down just outside the 20, man. Let's get it. In the 3rd quarter, it's a tie ball game. The score is 10-10. Neither team has really been able to break loose as I pick up a gain of 10. Later that drive inside the 5-yard line, I'm able to get into the end zone for my first touchdown of the game.
They take the lead with the 6.
And what a push up front by this offense.
Score is 17-10. At a 2nd and inches, I break 1 tackle, cut back upfield for a gain of 8. Washington getting into that backfield with ease. I break another tackle and I try to hurdle but nearly break my neck. Later that drive, we get inside the red zone again and I'm able to walk it into the end zone untouched.
Touchdown Ducks! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning play.
So we end up taking that win with the final score being 24-10. And I had a pretty good day finishing this one with 133 rushing yards off 17 attempts and 2 touchdowns. Now look, man, over the next 4 weeks of our regular season, we was completely dominating and showing teams why we deserve to be in that college football championship conversation. First, we took on Illinois, and we came out to a hot start. Your boy was putting big plays together. As y'all can see, I just made 2 defenders run into each other and hopped into the end zone for my 2nd of the game. Up 17 with seconds left in the half, but we still trying to get 6 on that board. I hit the outside, and the defense might as well give up because they're just not going to catch me, making another big run play extending that lead. And by the 4th quarter, the score is 41-7. Complete domination, and y'all see I still got my foot on the gas, taking off for another big run and another touchdown. And at the end of this game, the final score was 48-7. I finished the game with 255 rushing yards off of 26 attempts and 5 touchdowns. Next, we took on the number 6 ranked team in the nation, the USC Trojans. They were 8-1, looking to give us our 2nd loss at their home. But once again, the offense was clicking. We got things started early as I found the end zone coming out the flat for that early lead. And very quickly, it became clear that we had too much firepower for that USC defense. I mean, to be honest, it's like after that first 6 we put on the board, they started giving up. And by the 3rd quarter, it was already wraps, man. The score was 28-3. Now I have another great day. As y'all can see from the clips I'm showing y'all out of this game, I would often break away for huge rushing yards, and little did I know this would be the game where I crack 4,000 career rushing yards. And at the end of it all, nobody saw this coming, at least not like this. But we walk out of USC's home turf with the final score being 52-3. I finished the game with 216 rushing yards off of 22 attempts and 4 touchdowns. Next, we hosted Northwestern at home, which, I mean, let's be real. Nobody saw them boys standing a chance, and sure enough, they did not. So once again, we had another field day with the final score being 48-6. I finished the game with 181 rushing yards off of 30 attempts and 4 touchdowns. The last game of our regular season, we took on the Michigan State Spartans at their home. Hey man, your boy was out there looking like a straight machine. I mean, just look at how many broken tackles I had on this play alone. Ain't no way I should have got out of all them tackles, but I still get into that end zone, stretching that lead we had against the Spartans. But again, we give another team belt with the final score being 45-7, ending our season with a 12-1 record, ranked number 2 in the nation. And I finished this game with 219 rushing yards off 21 attempts and 3 touchdowns. Hey man, I don't know if y'all recall, but in my last episode, I said I was chasing after this record and I broke it. Look down there at the bottom, man. It say congratulations. Dominique Harper has set the national single season rushing yards record. I finished my regular season with 2,658 rushing yards. Hey man, I can't lie, I deserve that Heisman, but even if I don't get it, just breaking this record is enough for me if I'm being honest. Yes, sir, man. Big Ten championship. We are taking on the only team that gave us a loss this season, which is the Ohio State Buckeyes. Taking my first handoff, man. This is more than a championship game. This is also a revenge game. Look at your boy throwing defenders off me, picking up a quick gain of 19.
Kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
A few plays later at a 2nd and 8, man, I cannot be stopped breaking one tackle. I got my eyes set on 6 and I'm taking off. Ain't nobody gonna touch me and I get into that end zone for my first touchdown of the game.
And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Oregon.
Ohio State goes down and ties it up. Finding that gap, I run straight through the defense for a gain of 8. Starting this one off in motion, I'm coming out the backfield, fading out to the left, backtracking a little bit to bring in that reception, make the linebacker miss, and I get those yards back. Plus more being brought down inside the 10. 2nd down, I get into that end zone easy, untouched.
Power in for the touchdown. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
And that's another touchdown for these.
Trying to get up 2 scores against Ohio State. I got a delayed route, but I finally free up at the last second, picking up a gain of 14. Very next play, not a single red jersey in that C gap. I take full advantage, breaking up for a huge gain. Taking it up past the 20 to 10, being brought down right outside the 5-yard line.
Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big.
And just like clockwork, we go up 2 touchdowns against Ohio State.
Fakes into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And it's just a thank
3rd quarter now, the score is 21 to 14. I've been putting on the show so far and I'm not done. Taking the defender out of his shoes for a quick gain of around 15. Early in the 4th quarter, the score is now 21 to 28. I'm open across the left, QB gonna look my way. Receiver picked up a key block, giving me enough room to get us up to that 10.
Looked out of bounds, but it's a
We ended up scoring and taking that win with the final score being 35 to 29. And we progress on to the next game. I put together another really good complete season, winning a lot of awards, starting off with the Maxwell Award, the Walter Camp Award, the most prestigious trophy of them all, man. I ended up winning the Heisman as a sophomore. I won the Doak Walker Award for the 2nd time, 1st team All-Big Ten, and last but not least, 1st team All-American. Next, we'll be taking on a team we had already beaten, which is the Nebraska Cornhuskers. We here in the Cotton Bowl against Nebraska. Now, I got to remember, we beat them earlier in the season, so there's a good chance they're going to be trying to get some revenge. But, hey, man, we got our mindset on that championship game, and that's where we going. 3rd and 5, coming out the flat, the QB's going to go my way. I easily grab us that first down, breaking 2 tackles, being brought down at the 50.
tackling, but not before he picks up the first.
Taking my first handoff for the game out the shotgun, spinning out of traffic and picking up a gain of 10. Moving down that field pretty quick, and I add on another 11 yards to my total. 30 inches, instead of picking up that first down, we get into the end zone, we right there, giving us that early lead against Nebraska.
As they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game for
2nd quarter, the score is 3 to 7, but before you know it, we right back in the red zone, and I get an easy touchdown off an inside handoff.
end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
They don't score, and we are now up 14 to 3. It's in the 3rd and 9, backed up in our own end zone. QB goes my way, and I'm able to pick us up that first down, bouncing off of tackles for more.
Good enough to move the sticks.
As y'all can see, I haven't really been able to break one. 15 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The score is 21 to 16. As I pick up a gain of around 10. We find ourselves right back in the red zone. I'm coming out the flat. QB goes my way, and I dive into that end zone for my 3rd of the game.
Who will score? Touchdown, Ducks. How important was that touchdown, Kirby?
Score is 23 to 28. We need this first down conversion. And that nearly was a disaster. Almost stopped in the backfield, but I'm able to break loose and pick up that first down to keep this drive going.
On 3rd down.
And we are able to drain the clock and hold on just enough to win this game with the final score being 28 to 23. I'm not gonna lie, man. It was clear to see that Nebraska had a game plan against me. I did have 105 rushing yards, but it was off of a lot of short games. But nevertheless, man, we came out on top.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hey, let's take a look at this bracket real quick. We just beat Nebraska. Next, we play Georgia. And if we beat them, we either going up against Clemson or Ohio State again for the 3rd time this season. But first, we got to get Georgia out the way. Here we go, y'all boys. Only one team between us and that trip to Las Vegas for that championship game. Coming out the backfield, the QB's gonna check it down to me, breaking tackles and keeping my feet moving to get us down past the 40. Taking my first handoff for the game, and y'all can tell you boys locked in, man. I find that B gap wide open. Keep my feet moving that power for a gain of 21. Very next play, this time attacking the A gap. The blocking is A1 right now, man. I'm picking up a gain of 16. Very next play, y'all boys, that A gap is wide open again. My center's doing a great job blocking, and I get into the end zone for my first of the game.
As they claim the lead in this playoff game. Took some extra time in the
defense keeps Georgia out of the end zone. And look at my stats right now, man. 3 rushing attempts for 57 yards. And right here, I'm picking up a gain of 12. But before you know it, man, we facing the 3rd and 21. And y'all watch real close. I did not put my hand in the air. So without me calling for it, the QB's going to throw in a double coverage. And it winds up being a pick 6.
touchdown, Georgia. 6 points for the defense.
First play of the second quarter, I'm taking the handoff up the gut, bouncing off blockers and picking up a gain of 9. Minute left in the second quarter, now the score is 14-10. Y'all see I'm getting loose again, breaking another tackle, picking up some more big yards on the ground before being brought down by that 30. Facing the 3rd and 4, I guess I heard footsteps coming because I don't know how I didn't catch this, but I dropped it. It's all good though because we converted on the 4th down. Fading out the backfield to the left, he gonna throw it down my way. I nearly get into the end zone, but I'm stopped like a yard short.
It's gonna give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays down.
Y'all see that clock winding down from 3. We get the snap off in time, and he gonna go my way for an easy touchdown completion. Starting the 3rd quarter off with a 21-10 lead, cutting through the gaps in the defense, running straight through a defender before being brought down for a gain of 9. Inside handoff out the shotgun, I slip through one tackle and keep going for a gain of 15. The very next play with my quarterback feeling pressure, he gets rid of it and throws a straight dime to the defense, man. We got to be better than that. And I ain't gonna lie, man, my heart was beating quick because I thought I was gonna miss this tackle, but I get him by the shoestring.
But that could be a game-changing pick in return.
The lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football, I don't disagree with it.
Luckily, they don't score him with another handoff out the shotgun. I just might give my center my Heisman Trophy, man. He's doing some great blocking, allowing me to pick up a gain of 19.
This is midfield of the 48.
Boy, this back is having...
We go up 28-10 with seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Backed up at a 2nd and 16 after the QB took a sack. I'm going to get all those yards back plus more. Started the 4th quarter, man. I've been shredding Georgia on the ground all day, and I do it once again right here, picking up a gain of 17 before being brought down. Over 200 rushing yards in the game. I'm trying to get another touchdown, but I'm stopped just short. But finally, at a 3rd and goal, I find just enough space to get into that end zone untouched.
Touchdown, Oregon. They are pouring it on now.
I'm a little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought...
Yes, sir, man. We are moving on to the national championship game with the final score being 42-10. We made that look way too easy, man. I shredded them boys on the ground, finishing with 264 rushing yards off of 25 attempts. 26, my bad. And I also had 91 receiving yards.
I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Here we are, y'all boys, the national championship game. As y'all can see, we taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes for the 3rd time this season, but this time it means everything. We could make history right here with Oregon, man. They have never won a national championship. Ohio State beat us once, we beat them once. And now this right here is the tiebreaker. Second and 10, man. I'm coming out the backfield. QB's gonna hit me between the hashes. I pick up a decent amount of yards before being brought down. First handoff for the game. It looked promising at first, but they got to me and pushed me back, bringing me down for a loss of yards. Before you know it, we facing the 3rd and 11. They gonna sneak me out the backfield again. QB goes my way. Nearly get that first down. Waiting for those yards, but I'm not able to get it.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Somehow we get points on the board. I guess the defense scored. So now we got that 7-point lead as I pick up a gain of 9. Starting this one off in motion, fading out to the left and cutting back inside. QB's gonna find me between the hashes again. That's inside that red zone. Outside handoff, I nearly get into that end zone, but I'm stopped just short, probably inches. Ohio State came to play, man, stopping me short again. But y'all already know it was only a matter of time before I found myself getting into that end zone for my first 6 of the game.
Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long...
Facing the 3rd and 9, man. I'm fading out to the left. QB gonna find me, and I just get enough for that first down. Right now, I got 11 rushes for only 32 yards, and that's unlike me. I see I'm running through the defense trying to get into that end zone, but I'm stopped short. Just outside the 5, the QB gonna hand it off to me, and I get into that end zone for my 2nd of the game.
This offense really clicking.
I mean, body blow after
Seconds left in the third quarter, your boy having a slow day on the ground. Ohio State definitely game planned against me, but finally I'm able to pick up a gain of 12. Fourth quarter now, facing a long 3rd and goal. He gonna give it to me in the flat. Try getting it upfield, but I'm not able to get enough for that touchdown. We get a field goal and they go down and score a touchdown, making it 14-24. Finally seeing daylight again, I get a gain of 10. Looking to get into that end zone, and I'm taking off up the gut, breaking through tackles before being brought down a few yards short. Read option, but the QB will leave it in my hands, and I get into the end zone for my 3rd time this game.
Touchdown, Oregon.
And just like that, man, the Oregon Ducks are the national champions for the first time ever in Oregon history. Man, what a year your boy had. I made history breaking the single-season rushing yards record as well as the single-season touchdown, and now I'm a national champion. But we take that win with the final score being 31-21.
And crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football.
Man, I bet none of y'all expected for me to have the type of season I just had. I broke multiple records, I'm a national champion, and I won the Heisman. And even outside of football, I'm finna be a dad. Yeah, man, I couldn't even guess my sophomore season would have went like this. But hey, man, anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all are enjoying the series. If y'all made it this far, I appreciate y'all so much, man. And make sure y'all come back to my next episode. But be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace.